Hey everyone, have I here bring another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be doing a full breakdown and of course some fun little team builds for the Dokkan Festival exclusive INT Majin Vegeta. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Had a lot of requests for me to do this because this is the first 200% leader for the global version of the game. Very excited for the global players. JP, you know, you had your 7-year anniversary, but this unit is still very good on that side of the version. And let's go ahead and start off with the card art. Gotta love the card art, both versions of it. It's kind of opposite though. Usually the SSR is stationary and the TUR is kind of with a little bit of movement and being a little bit more active. But as you can see here, the SSR is still not overly active. It's just Vegeta with his arms out there. But you have Vegeta embracing Trunks here on the TUR, which is fantastic. Looks great. I really would have loved to see another final explosion card art, because I think that's great, because the animation on this is incredible, right, for the active skill. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive into the stats, which you guys have probably seen quite a bit, but let's quickly break this down as best as I can. This is the brief paternal moment Majin Vegeta. I hate the translation, or I hate the name of the title there, but anyway, that's exactly what's happening here. And this is an extreme int unit, again, first 200% leader in the global version of the game. And the leader skill is really nice. It's Majin Buu Saga or Vegeta's family, category Ki +3, HP, attack and defense, 170% across the board. Majin Buu Saga is still one of the largest categories in the game, so you have a lot of options there. And then Vegeta's family is, pretty good as well with, your Trunks and Vegeta's. But if you do bring a unit that has Majin Buu Saga or Vegeta's family and Gifted Warriors, you're going to get an additional HP, attack, and defense 30%, which is a huge boost. It's actually a 60% boost, because you can't forget about the friend. You got 30% increase from 170 to 200, and then another 30% increase. That's a 60% buff on these teams here, which is an enormous buff. So the super attack is the final impact, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy. Passive skill, Vegeta's Resolve, activates an interest animation, which interest animations on the global version of the game, Majin Vegeta again is the first unit to introduce that. You're going to get a really nice boost for the remainder of the fight here. And if you have a Trunks on the team, you're going to get some damage mitigation, reduces damage by 30% for the rest of the battle, but Trunks needs to be actually activated while on the turn, not just on the team. So gotta wait for him to come on board, and then boom, you're going to get, this unit just becomes pretty invincible if you get the rest of the passive here as well. So gotta really bring a Trunks if you want additional damage reduction on this unit here. Now attack and defense 180%, and then an additional attack and defense 50% when performing a super attack. You're going to get additional 50% to defense with 3 or more Ki Sphere obtained, and then an additional 20% damage mitigation with 6 or more Ki Sphere obtained, which makes it 50% if you have a Trunks activating the entrance animation. Amazing. So but even more so, if you are under 88% on HP, you're going to be able to orb change and get an additional 88% to damage. Now you kind of need that 88%, because you're looking at 180% to attack in 2022. That's really not enough. You see a lot of other units do a lot more damage here. Oh, but you have the 180 plus the 50% on the SA, but getting the additional 88% is going to be huge here, and you're going to have a orb changing into Ki Sphere. So super strong here, but you do have certain situations you have to put yourself in. You got to have a Trunks on the team to activate the 30% damage mitigation. You got to do SA to get that extra buff there. You got to get 3 Ki Spheres, and then up to Ki Spheres for some additional defensive boost, and then your attack boost is based off of your HP. A lot to really think about, but I still think if you activate everything, it is a very strong unit. So it does have an active skill here. I would say the best animation in the game right now with the final explosion. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. However, you can only activate it when you're attacked 6 times, and sometimes that takes a little while, but hopefully after maybe 2 turns you can actually activate this active skill, which does a basically critical hits within the turn. So you're going to actually do the final explosion, and then any attacks afterwards, they're all critical hits. So that's super strong. And then greatly raises attack temporarily, causes mega colossal damage to all enemies. So AoE dynamic here. And then provides a stun to all those enemies while sacrificing 18% to HP. 18% is quite a bit, right? 18% is a lot. However, I think it's worth it for, you know, the stunning, the crits, and then to all enemies. So, you know, use it wisely, of course. And then now you have the Link skill, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Pride, Royal Lineage, Overturn Flash, Supreme Power, and Fierce Battle. It's pretty good Link skills if you're going to be running a lot of Vegetas on your team. Categories, very strong categories here. I was worried about this when I first, you know, saw this on the global announcement, but it does have all the categories you're looking for here in Resurrected Warriors, Majin Buu Saga, Pure Saiyans, Vegeta's Family, Worthy Rivals, Super Saiyan 2, Final Trump Card, All Out Struggle, Connected Hope, Carotid Body of Mind, Gifted Warriors, and Beyond Super Saiyan. And then the stats here, 18,000 for an HP, only 15,000 for attack. They kind of lowered that a little bit due to the fact with all these different buffs. I wish they would keep it around 17,000, would have been really, really good. And then defense 12.5. Again, super strong unit here. I'm, you know, definitely recommending you try to get this, especially on the global version of the game, since it is a 200% lead. Now, when you're looking at the links, the best link partner is going to be the Super Saiyan 2 that transforms into the Super Saiyan, or sorry, the Majin Vegeta. At the current state here, in the current stage here in the TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta here, you're going to have 6 links linked up here, and then when you transform, you're going to have all 7 linked up. So that's very strong here. And normally you can't have this linked up due to the fact of the same name. However, because it's a transformation, you're getting that extra boost there. So very strong when you transform. Now, there is one other unit that you always want to look out for because of the whole you know, capturing 6 orbs to get that extra damage mitigation, and that is going to be the GT Vegeta here. Very, very beneficial for him to change Rainbow Key Spheres into Rainbow Key Spheres. Very, very useful as a utility, and is a strong unit either way. So so those 2 units you definitely want to, you know, look out for if you're going to be running these teams here in if you're using him as the leader. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the leader skill, or not the leader skill, the teams, right? The fun little teams I built out. I could have went a little bit deeper. I just, maybe, what did I do, like 6 or 7 of these? Just, you know, kept it simple. And for those, I still see this comment below is they say, well, what about this team? What about, like, if you add them onto this team, that team? The idea for these team builds is for Majin Vegeta to be the leader, and for them to activate to 200% in this case scenario, not for him to be on other teams like a Pure Saiyan's team or something like that. Anyway, so for your 200%, you do have, you know, a lot of options. Generally, you're going to run a lot of Vegetas, right? That's going to be your best bet for this unit to maximize, you know, its damage and its defense and its links and all these different things here. But you do have to bring a Trunks if you want that damage mitigation. In this case scenario, we're just bringing the strength boys, but there's really not too many options if you want to get full 200%, because if you are going to bring the other Trunks, generally speaking, he's not going to get the 200% because they're not on Gifted Warriors, and that's where I'm talking about, like the future Trunks, right? So but I think this team is a really, really fun team to run. Of course, you can you know, change that floater in AGL Blue Vegeta into something else down there below. So I think still very, very strong team, very fun team as well. Now, if you do want to do off main looks something like this, where you're actually just boosting up other units that can get a 200% boost, like a Evolution Vegeta or a GT Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4, or the GT version of it. You can get those boosts. You can have Super Vegeta, you know, matched up with someone else. So this is another option if you're going to run off rotation there. But you want that 200% on rotation. This is more what it's going to look like. Now, you can run a full support team or bottom support team. You know, you still want to bring those other 2 units because of the link benefits and the orb changing benefits for the Majin Vegeta, but you can bring 3 other support units down below and a bunch of other ones that might not get 200%. For example, like this unit right here, he's not getting 200%, but he's there for support. The other 2 are, because they're Vegetas. and that's going to be beneficial. But then you have other support units you can run, and these other support units you can run on the other teams as well as an option if you don't have the Super Dragon Ball Heroes Vegeta here, which is an incredible unit, but a lot of people did not summon on that banner or get this unit here, so you need some alternatives. So these are your support alternatives that you can run. Now if you don't want the damage mitigation, the 30% damage mitigation, and you just want to, I don't know, just run a Vegeta team, here you go. So all Vegetas here. I do have a King Vegeta here, but all Vegetas running on this team. And again, you're running that same combination of TEQ Super Saiyan 2 and the GT Vegeta, but of course you could bring these other alts in here, no problem. Bring this unit, put it on top there, or of course, once again, going back to off rotation if you want to run a full Vegeta team. Now, defensively, there's some options if you could just run a defensive team. So these units here that I brought are strong on defense here. Maybe the GT Vegeta's not so much, but I kind of had to bring them on as an orb changer so that you can get the 6 key spheres, and then you have to bring that Trunks down there. So it's kind of wonky. I guess you're better off maybe doing an off rotation defensive team here with like Super Vegito and Vegito, LR Vegito on a team here, and then you could bring like you know, this unit up front, and I don't know, kind of change it up, and then maybe remove this unit off. But anyway, there's quite a bit of good defensive units on here. If you aren't doing a long event, you can, you know, absolutely bring this Vegeta here. Vegeta's family super powder roads can be super easy now. It was already easy, kind of easy before, but yeah, definitely could work out a lot easier there. Now, a really cool team that you can run is the full INT team. The full INT team is strong. Now you can't really mix and match too much with extreme int, excuse me, super int, but because you're looking at, let's see, 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5. I guess you can almost run a full extreme int team here. I think if I looked a little bit harder, I can probably find an extreme unit that you can bring on and run a full extreme int team, but you can definitely run a combination of super units on here as well. So very strong team. You can definitely run on a mono either extreme or on the super type on there. Now the last one I just want to cover, because I already kind of went through like a Vegeta's family kind of team, if you can bring Trunks as well, kind of scenario, is the other category that he leads is Majin Buu Saga. So if you removed all of Vegeta's family, I'm not saying all of Vegeta's family, but does not constitute with the Majin Buu Saga, it's going to look something like this here. And you know, these units are usable here. Now if on JP, you definitely want to bring this bad boy, right? This guy is amazing. But on global, we don't have the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so but definitely JP, you want to use that if you're going to be running a Majin Buu Saga team on here. So again, very strong. Some of these are not going to get the 200% boost, but if you're doing like a Super Battle Road or something like that, you really don't need all of them to be, but some of them is going to be very beneficial. So, and again, if you want to do off main rotation, you can definitely do that and do other combinations on top of that. So anyway, with that, that's the fun little team builds I built, and you know, hopefully you guys pull this unit and are running a fun little Majin Buu Saga Vegeta's Family Gifted Warriors team. Let me know in the comment section below what you are liking to run, and if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we'll catch you next time. Later.